I'm Don Bodin from SampleLibraryReview.com, and today we're taking a look at Eastern Percussion Module by Zero G. Now, thanks to many of you who stopped by the Facebook live stream where I tried to check out Eastern Percussion Module live, had some audio problems, and sadly the instrument volume couldn't come through. Eastern Percussion is available over at Zero G for an intro price of $55.59. It will jump back up to $66.99 on November 21st. For the 2-week intro, you can get ethnic flavors for free when you buy Eastern Percussion Module. This is a Rex and Wave file library. I don't know anything about this library, but I'll include a link so you can check it out as well. Just a heads up before I dig in here, Sample Library Review is not a partner of Zero G. We were sent a library for review consideration. Eastern Percussion Module downloads with about 5,000 samples, and it contains 12 round robins. It's made up of Mid-East Egyptian, North African, and Turkish percussion. The main panel contains the mixer, and from that mixer, you've got the ability to control 15 different instruments on 15 different channels. Also includes EQ, compression, saturation, master reverb with 41 different IRs. Highlights are drag and drop with MIDI to DAW, swing and quantize options, double speed and half speed controls, and of course all of the grooves, these MIDI grooves, do tempo sync to your DAW. Eastern Percussion Module does require the full version of Kontakt 5.7.0 or higher. Library loads up, and you've got the ability to access the grooves menu from a browser, which is pretty cool because there's a lot of really wonderful grooves included in the library. Able to click on the grooves themselves as well as cycle through the grooves with arrows at the top and bottom. Grooves are a great way to get an idea for what the kit you have loaded up sounds like. And each of the individual channels, you're able to select and alter which loaded sample set is loaded up for the variations for each of those instruments. The library comes with 4 main kits. You've got a kit for Egyptian mix, Turkish mix, Khaligi mix, and North African mix. Each of these mixes are selected instruments from the regions, of course, with different panning, EQ, compression, and reverb settings. And there's a couple additional settings for different sounds, just to give you an idea of the different instrument combinations you could tweak out using the EQ, transient, compressor, tape, and reverb. And the thing that excited me when I first heard about the instrument is the ability, of course, to drag that MIDI to your DAW. And with just loading up any of the MIDI in the instrument, you're able to go up here and drag that over to your DAW, and it will dump down the MIDI region. The only thing you need to do in order to now play back this MIDI is change your instrument from a playing mode, which gives you access to the instrument across the keyboard, to a MIDI mode. And now it's set up to only play back with MIDI from your channel or through your groove menu. If I'm going to criticize anything about the library at this point, it's going to be that once you drag your MIDI over, it just says MIDI region as a generic region. It doesn't tell you which groove you used, so you need to make some mental notes or get in there and change the name of the region itself on your own. So as you can imagine, you can build and manipulate these grooves to kind of become your own. Now, these are really great percussive MIDI loops in the styles from the regions, which, if you're not an expert in these regions, it's hard to really get the same kind of feel. And there's a pretty big collection here. I think there's almost 1,000 total variations. Overall, the samples sound really nice and clean, and I really like the ability to jump in and audition different versions of the same instruments. It really gives you a lot more variety than you'd imagine. The channel strip gives you the ability to MIDI learn with everything you would need, and the main critiques I would have to say is the interface just isn't that pleasing. This color isn't that exciting to look at, although the layout and the way this instrument has been thought out is fairly intuitive, and I didn't have any problems jumping around. On a super critical UI note, I would have loved to have been able to double click in the grooves menu and had it close the grooves menu. Otherwise, you have to go up and open it and close it yourself here. That would have been a really nice UX design. The inclusion of the 41 different halls really do help add a lot of variation to tones and timbres. It's important to note, too, that for each of the channels, there's no way to do a send out, so you could divide them out across different outputs. Everything's going to be coming out your one channel. The master EQ, transient, compressor, and tape, as well as reverb, those all sound really nice, and it works really well to bring out new different combinations, although there's no way to do any EQ for each of the individual channels. There's also no pitch control or send control to either your tape or your reverb controls. So although the instrument does have some limitations, overall I found this sample set was really clean and nice. The addition of all of these great grooves really helps make this instrument something that can get you in quickly, manipulating MIDI to make your own new ethnic grooves and beats. Thanks for taking a little time to check out the video. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you interested in Eastern Percussion Module? Please comment in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe. Love your support. And be sure to head over to samplelibraryreview.com for the latest news, reviews, and our weekly deals page.